Wetlands are a unique habitat that provide many important functions that called ecosystem services, such as nutrient cycling or carbon storage. And Louisiana is fortunate enough to have lots of wetlands. In fact, lots of different types of wetlands, which is important because different wetland types function differently. You wouldn't expect a salt marsh to function the same way as a bald cypress swamp. So for my research, I took samples from 42 different sample sites across the state, representing 5 different wetland types. And specifically, I looked at below ground biomass, soil shear strength, and soil carbon content. Now, soil carbon content is an indicator of the wetland's soil carbon storage capacity. Wetland plants will take carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, and during photosynthesis, which is a major greenhouse gas contributing to global climate change and sea level rise. So they take it from the atmosphere, store it in their tissues as biomass. Then when they die, that breaks down and is buried in the soil as soil carbon. The more carbon that can be stored in the soil of the wetlands, the more the wetlands will help to counteract the carbon emissions into the atmosphere. So I took carbon cores from each of my sites to analyze for soil carbon content in each of these wetland types. For the other half of my research, I used another soil core and a shear strength meter to measure the below ground biomass and the soil shear strength in each site. Shear strength is a direct measure of the amount of force it takes to erode the soil. So a higher shear strength measurement means more stable wetland. Below ground biomass contributes to this directly by having a more complex root system will hold the soil in place and make it more stable, which is very important here in coastal Louisiana, where we have some of the most land loss of any wetlands in the United States. The more we lose our wetlands, the more we are losing these important ecosystem services they provide. So it's very important to learn as much as we can about them before they're gone, which is the goal of my research project. Thank you.